Yes, thanks for having me. This is a very exciting study to be a part of, and I'm pleased to be a part of it. The bottom line is that there are dozens of antidepressant trials out there every year, and there are a lot of studies on depression. But what's so exciting about this one is it's the first study to look at an all-natural vitamin-based therapy and actually achieve remission in a very large percentage of the patients. So that's very exciting. I'm Dr. Andrew Farah, Chief of Psychiatry here at the High Point Division of UNC Healthcare. I'm co-author of this new study. Dr. Arnold Mech was the principal investigator. Basically, we looked at patients with major depressive disorder who had a particular genetic marker for depression, that being MTHFR, methyl tetrahydrofolate reductase. It's a particular enzyme that may be defective in many depressed individuals, common marker for depression. And we took 330 of these individuals, half received placebo and half received Inlight. Now, what is Inlight? Inlight is a gel cap, it's a prescription, but it's all natural. It's a vitamin-based therapy. What's key with Inlight is that it is all of the reduced forms of the vitamin, so they're already metabolized, because in the Western world, vitamin intake is not a problem, but vitamin metabolism is different from patient to patient, and there can be enough differences and enough impairment in that metabolism for genetic reasons that can lead to suboptimal monoamine production and can lead to a clinical depression, because these reduced vitamins act as coenzymes in the production of our serotonin and norepinephrine and dopamine. So we selected out patients who had this genetic marker for depression, gave them either a placebo, 160 got placebo, 170 got Inlight. And at week 1, there was a separation from placebo. By week 2, there was a very significant separation from placebo. At week 8, 42% of the Inlight patients had achieved a full remission, so their depression was gone. 70% of the patients did respond, but 42% got a cure, basically, of their depression at 8 weeks. The placebo patients really had minimal response. What was also interesting was we were able to show that homocysteine reduced as well. Why that's important, well, as we metabolize our homocysteine, not only do we make neurotransmitters like serotonin, which help us pull out of a depression, but we eliminate the toxicity of homocysteine, because high levels of homocysteine are linked to everything from autism to stroke to Parkinson's to depression, schizophrenia. So we want to lower homocysteine across the blood-brain barrier. So it's a very exciting study. It's exciting to be a part of it. And I think that the final things to say are, number one, it's a very safe option. We're dealing with a natural vitamin-based compound. Everything in the study was a placebo rate as far as side effects, stomach upset, headache, so forth. And we don't have the suicide warnings that we do with antidepressants. And now we've seen the new studies that show well, infants who were exposed to late pregnancy antidepressant exposure, basically their mothers were taking antidepressants late in pregnancy, they're at higher risk for autism. Well, we don't have to worry about that with this agent, because this agent is actually a very good prenatal as well as a good antidepressant. So a very exciting time, because now we have a natural, safe alternative to some of the antidepressants that patients are taking. We don't see weight gain, we don't see sexual side effects, we don't see withdrawal syndromes. Most of course, the patients in the study received 1 Inlight a day. In clinical practice, I found that about a third of my patients do need 2 a day, and that's not uncommon. But again, it's still very natural, very safe, a great alternative for patients.